Hello, and welcome to another joyful session of Rise and Shine Qigong. I'm so grateful to be here with you in a joy-filled world. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully you can see me a little better with different studio setup. You know, something just popped up and I can't see my feet. I'm going to get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Hey, Pat. Good to see you. See, now I can see the Pat's here. I couldn't see the Pat was here. Oh, Facebook. Anyway, did you have a good weekend, Pat? I hope you did. Let's settle in. Thanks for joining me for a little Qigong. So if you haven't already, I always bow in, whether it's I'm alone or with someone else. Yes, good morning to you too. So, as you know, it's good to stand up to start your day. Fortunately, I can today. Now, if you're someone who's watching and you cannot stand up, you can do a lot of Qigong and Tai Chi seated. But we're going to start standing here. And if you're seated, you always practice kind of the same with good posture. So just tuning in to good posture. So good for mind-body health. Just relaxing into being. Even though our head is up, it shouldn't feel like we're stiff and tense. So I'm just going to stand here for a moment. Ideally, toes are forward. And as I stand longer and longer, I notice the little details more and more. And adjust in more and more. Good morning. Good to see you. Happy Monday. I can't see your name. Tatiana. Oh, Tatiana. Hi, good to see you. We're doing a little Qigong today, working on some balance. I'm starting here right at the foundation. We're just starting. Feet on the ground, toes forward, knees a little bent. Good posture, just relaxing. But this is my favorite part, right at the beginning. Stand with good posture, relax. Ooh, I like that kind of exercise. And then just breathe and notice your breathing. Oh, I like to work easy in my exercise, not hard. Mindful of just letting go and standing. And then once there, just turning from the waist. Noticing, can I keep my weight balanced on my feet? That's how I like to start my constant bear, balanced and centered. Just lightly turning around the spine. I think of my spine as the axis of energy, because it kind of is. Well, no, it not kind of is. It really is. And we lift it up by the top of the head and decompress the spine, that energy flow is better. So just relaxing, breathing. You don't have to work hard to stretch out the muscles of the spine, to create better core stability. We're actually doing it right here. And we're going to do more of it here in our very gentle wake up and become balanced Qigong session. I'm focusing on balance today because maybe you had a little too much rich food for Valentine's or a few too many chocolates or sweets and you're feeling a little out of balance. I get that. So we're going to work on balance in various ways. First with the body and awareness of how we're holding the body. And not judging ourselves, just letting go, being here now, relaxing into being with a few breaths. And then we're going to get everything moving. Because it's morning and I want you to wake up. So after a little constant bear, remember you're in charge, but I'm going to go with a little bit of shake it. Just lightly bouncing up and down. From the side, you can kind of see how my knees are bent. Oh, I want to face my world, my joyful world. So let's just shake things up a bit to get everything flowing. Notice my feet stay flat. And hopefully you can see my wrists are real relaxed and floppy and posture stays good. And we keep our muscles at ease, just slightly bouncing, shaking up and down. I was introduced to this as being called Taoist shaking to help stir up your chi and your energy, to get it moving. I like it in the morning because I find that it's a really gentle way to get my blood flowing. You know, you don't have to run and endanger your joints to get cardio dude, you can seriously do cardio and shake it if that's what you're going for. You can shake it crazy fast for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I did it once for 20 minutes non-stop, super shake it. Holy cow, does that become cardio? So it's up to you how you do it. I'm going to slow it down a little. Just lightly coming into balance. Because sometimes if digestion is off from too many sweets or rich food at dinner, you don't want to shake it too much. You just want to get it moving. And then I'm just going to come to center. So I actually call this set that I developed my Better Balance workout number 2. We're working on physical balance first from awareness of what our body's doing, and then we're going to work on balancing our breath a little with some shi-shi-hu. But first, let's have a little stretch. Superhero stretch, you know that one, Pat. One of my favorites. Hands on the low back, either with hands open or in fists, elbows back, lifting the chest, lifting the chin, the bottom lip over the top lip. Just take a few breaths and feel how that stretches the whole front of your body. And then after a few deep, relaxed breaths, just come forward from Superman or Wonder Woman into Incredible Hulk. Chin on the chest. Don't get tense, just get round and really breathe. So breathing is really key to living, isn't it? To life. It really is. If we're not really breathing, or maybe not aware that we're breathing, man, it's hard to live if you're not breathing, don't you think? That's why I'm really focusing on breath work at the end and in the breathing workshop that I'm doing on Saturday. I have that description in the comments. But here, let's just press between heaven and earth. This one's stretching the spine up and down. So I start holding a ball. I often think of holding my world, this round shape. And then inhale and separate the palms up and down. As you exhale, just raise and lower. Notice elbows stay bent. Then scoop hands together. On inhale, you can kind of sit down. Lightly the hands pass and they change on exhale. I like to stand up a little and it feels like it raises my chi. So inhale and float hands together. It's so easy. Exhale, gentle lifting of the spine, gentle deepening of the breath as we inhale slowly and fully. And exhale just as slowly and relaxed. In and out the nose for this stuff. Breathing in is so easy. Just as easy as breathing out. Let's do one more on the other side. So breathing in, I imagine I'm scooping up energy. I'm bringing it to my heart. I'm condensing it, exchanging it as my hands turn out. Exhaling, expressing my heart's chi up and down in the universe. Then last one here. Inhale, bring the hands to the ball. Hold your world at your heart. And as you exhale, just rotate the hands. Let them float back down. Oh my goodness, that feels so good. So you're in charge if you need to move about in between. I'm going to work on some gentle hip openers because we're going to get into more balance work. But here, let's just open up the hip joints first. So let's start with this. Standing on your right leg. I'm going to say this is my right leg. Take your left heel in front. Hands kind of counterbalance. And then hands and foot to the middle. And then the foot back, hands come up. Try not to put any weight on your left foot. Just take it forward and feel this area opening so that joint will open. And then if you need to, you can touch in the middle and take it back, but try not to put weight on it. So here, relax the hip for a little floaty step out and a little floaty step back. So here we're not trying to work hard, we're trying to open the hip. Let's do one more. Feel those muscles working easy with no weight on the foot. the joints can open more as the foot goes back for the last one. Now, bring it down soft as you can at shoulder width. Just feel it on the ground with no weight. And then feel into your body. Feel how your weight comes onto this leg. Feel centered and rooted there. And then right hip, feel it open as a little step out to the front. Again, you can touch the foot in the middle if you need, and then a little touch back. So here, we're just starting off real gently, opening our hips, and then we're going to get you pumped up a little for the day. But start off gently, aware of how your right hip is moving. Open up the joint by stepping back mindfully with no weight. I'm going to do a couple more, so you don't have to touch in the middle. Notice my hands are like counterbalancing. They're going forward when my foot goes back, and then my hands are going back when my foot goes forward, so that I am balanced and centered in between. The idea is to create inner balance from your core, from your center of being. Lost my balance because I have to look to the side from this angle. One more. So float it out. Feel your hip open. It's up to you to decompress that joint. As I'm getting older, I know as a woman, hips can be compromised. So I want to decompress that joint, noticing it float down with no weight, aware of it relaxed. And then I'm going to center on my right leg again to open my left hip to the side. Now this one, I sometimes find challenging to bring my awareness to these glute muscles and let them relax as I do that step out and back in. So we're using the hip joint in a different way now. So stepping out with the right one, try to relax the butt and then back in. Because I mean, that's really what it is. Just stand and relax your butt to open up, stepping out. That takes a lot of awareness of what you're doing with your muscles. Your mind is going into your leg, opening up your hip with as little tension as possible in those muscles. Let's do one more on each side. So be gentle, relaxed. We'll work harder in a moment. But for now, just open hips real lightly. And one more. Let's do one more. Floating out the right foot. Try to touch it down with no weight, feeling it on the ground, and then feel centered on your feet. And as I settle in, I realize I have a toe out. In fact, both my toes are out. I can feel that when I step down. Ooh, that's off, right? So I look down, I adjust my posture. Because now I'm going to open up my knees just as gently. I kind of like it. It's kind of like fake kung fu, but it's not really fake because it's actually training. We just do it super slow style, mindful so that we don't get hurt. First, stand on your right leg. Step out lightly, just like we did, touching left foot. Take it flat now. Then shift weight and extend your right fist. I go to the side because I want you to see I'm not doing this. I'm not overreaching. It's very soft and small and gentle. And then bring the left foot down softly, feeling it on the ground. Stand on it, mindful of balance. Float out your right foot. Touch heel with no weight if you can. Roll it flat. Stay tall and relaxed as you gently open. Notice at this point, all of the joints are open. All of them should feel at ease. Check yourself. Do you feel at ease as you're floating back in? Or are you working too hard? Don't work hard. That's why I like Qigong. Work smart. Balance, steady yourself, and then gently float out only to your comfort. Notice it's not a big step. Stay tall. It's not a big movement. And typically, if you were to punch someone, it's not going to be far away. This is something many people don't think about if they haven't really fought or done martial arts. If you were to make a really big motion, you're probably throwing your weight off. But if you're really fighting, you're close, and it's a small movement. So you have to learn to take that power from your center and core, and this is how you do it. from your balance, your center of gravity. Let's do one more on each side. So first you find your balance, then you notice how softly you can step out without overreaching. And then you gently shift weight and extend that fist in a spiral. Notice it's spiraling, coming back in. There's power in that spiral. Think hurricane, tornado. Last one here, float out your foot. Gentle on your ankle, your knee, and your hip when the foot touches lightly. I'm concerned about my joints and my bones, not just my muscles, like Western exercise is mostly concerned with muscles. I recognize my bones are important too, so I float my foot down to save my joints. Then just come to center. Oh my gosh, I feel so much more relaxed. I mean, I felt pretty relaxed already. Now, let's work on the lower biggest joint, the ankles. Some of us don't have the best flexibility or stability because our ankles aren't so strong or flexible. So let's work on that. Standing on the right one, let's open up the left ankle with the toe up and then the heel up. The toe up and the heel up. Now notice, are you using more effort than you have to? That's what we want to be aware of. It feels very different when you don't push to your maximum. And you'll notice that if you do more repetitions, you'll actually open up further and further. And if you're not pushing to your maximum, you're not going to strain anything. That's what we want. No strain, no gain. Ooh, that's better. That's way better, right? No strain, no gain, and no pain. We don't want pain. Let's open up the right ankle. So toe up and then heel up. Now notice what I'm doing too. I'm picking up my foot and putting it down. I was teaching some live classes to some new folks last week, and when we were doing this, I noticed they were having difficulty doing that, so they started rolling their foot. I'm like, because then that's not really making those muscles work, because you gotta make them work. But it's so gentle, right? And then one more, heel up and bring the foot in. Now this one I think is one of the more valuable ankle openers. This is my favorite of, I think, all of them, but we're gonna do another after this, so I want you to really see it. So you wanna turn your foot in and out. This one too, to get the detail, to actually open your ankle, keep your leg still. Most people I see when they're trying to do this, they're not using their ankle, they're doing this. That's not your ankle moving. Be aware of your body. That's your hip moving, right? So keep your legs still. Pick up your foot, turn it in. Pick up your foot, turn it out. Again, we don't want to roll it. Are you using too much effort? Oh my gosh, there's so much to think about, isn't there? How mindfully are we working our body? That's mind, body, mindfulness. Gently opening it up, creating more flexibility and strength at the same time, and then bring it back in. Stand on it. Here, let's open up the other ankle. Same thing. So pick it up to turn it in, pick it up to turn it out. Try not to put any weight on it. That will actually help to decompress the joint. Actually, I shouldn't say the joint, because in the ankle, there are a lot of joints. I haven't looked it up recently, but I think there's 10 or 12 different bones in your ankle joint. It could be more. If someone knows, type it in the comments. The number of ankle bones. So it's a very complex joint, and the more you move it in this direction, the less likely you are to strain it. And the better your overall balance is going to be, because picking it up and putting it down like this makes it stronger in this direction in case something should happen. You step on a big crack in the sidewalk and then bring it back in. Those little things like that, stepping on a crack in the sidewalk and boom, like that, oh, they can be devastating. But if you're in balance, all of your joints can handle it. So I like working on balance with you today. So stretch out if you need to. Let's do one more for ankles, circling ankles. So just stand, we're gonna get a little stretch in a moment. So stand on your right foot. If you have good balance, if you have to hang on to something, now circle your toe as big as you can, but try to stay relaxed. And then circle it the other way. Now this is a huge range of motion. Again, we don't want to work hard. Just make a big circle, helping it open and flow better, and helping to build better balance in the leg that has us. Please hang on to something if you need to. I'm going to hang on to my world for the next one, because really it's my world that supports me. So turn the other ankle, gently opening. Even if you travel, if you're on a long car ride or sitting at a desk all day, opening up your ankles like this, super good for circulation. Do your feet and ankles ever get swollen? Go the other way. Just do a few of these little ankle exercises mindfully and in a relaxed way, and the swelling will decrease. Here's a little secret. If it's not relaxed, the swelling's probably not going to decrease so much. But if you can relax it and open it, that's going to help to flush it out. So, oh man, my ankles do feel better. Shake out. Now let's get into some functional mobility. Just a little bit. So how is your foundation? Is it set up perfectly for your body today? How you hold yourself from your feet makes a big difference in how your organs work, how your brain works. Don't you want your brain to work good on Monday? So set yourself up for success with a solid foundation. Bring hands to prayer. Now just shift your weight to your right foot and kind of sit down just a little. And then come back to center. Shift your weight to your left foot and kind of just sit down, bending your knee and your hip, and then back to center. So here, just a little sit, not very far. Feel what you're doing. You want to mindfully notice how far you can go, slowly. And in the beginning of doing this, I don't really sit down very far. But as I do it, I notice, yeah, I can go a little farther easily. But notice one thing too. We try to keep the back straight, not this. So I try not to go so low that I lean over. I'm still working on that, as I am everything, trying to come into better balance. This is super good for setting up balance in hips and low back, and awareness of what we're doing when we do these kind of motions. When we do this to go work over here on a counter, we don't want to do this. I automatically feel the strain in my hip when I do that. But if I'm over here, it feels easy because my legs are designed to hold me this way, perfectly balanced. But when I throw those bones out of balance and my muscles and tendons and ligaments have to work harder to hold me up, everything slowly degrades faster. So here, be mindful of what you do every day. And then come back to center. Take a breath or two. Now let's make you work a little harder. I'm going to come forward a little from the wall. So, a little harder work, but it's up to you how hard you work. We try not to work hard, but smart, right? So try to relax. And then just sit down. Let your hands kind of open beside you. And as you stand up, bring your hands up, kind of like your hands are helping you stand up. Bring your shoulder blades down so they're even. And then lower your hands. So sit down, keeping your back straight, kind of straight. Notice how far you can do that, and then stand up. Don't work hard. Make it as easy as you can, bringing shoulder blades down. So relax. Inhale, sitting down. And exhale, standing up. Don't work hard. Bring shoulder blades down. Keep breathing if you want to live. So notice how far you can gently sit down with your butt behind you and stand up. Yeah, my head's coming a little forward. So I want to explain some of this posture that we want to be aware of. So when we're sitting down, it's better to have the butt behind us so the knees don't go forward. Notice when that's the case, my head stays mostly between my feet. And that helps to keep me balanced and centered as I rise with ease, shoulder blades down. But if I sit down and my head comes forward, I feel automatically all my weight is on my toes. I'm out of balance. It strains as I'm doing it even. I feel more strain in my knee, more strain in my hip. I actually feel more strain in my back coming up that way. And then shoulder blades down. So I'm not going to do it again. That was just demo. So now I'm going back to the proper way. Head ideally staying between feet as we sit down and stand up. So your body kind of works like a lever. It's physics. The structural mechanics of the human skeletal system. Let's do one more. Sitting down easily from center, feeling centered and at ease as we stand up. Really relax. You don't have to work hard to make everything stronger and more balanced and centered. In fact, doing it more mindfully is better for us because we tend to get less hurt. Do you have any idea, through the past 15 years of teaching, how many people have come to my class who've said this to me? You know, I have a black belt in this and that or whatever. I can't do that stuff anymore. I need to do Tai Chi because all that stuff, it tore me up. No one gets hurt doing Tai Chi and Qigong, but you still actually learn and utilize internal fighting skills. And those people who are drawn to martial arts, they realize that as they get older. Unfortunately, they're not taught that when they're young. It's better to learn soft, gentle, and easy and perfect the details before you press yourself, right? Get your bridge right before you strain it with too much weight and everybody collapses. We don't want that. So let's do a little more balance work. Let's do a little more challenge for balance. So standing on your right leg, I like to hold prayer here. Circle your left foot. Just kind of flow it on the ground in a circle. Try to relax your hip. We were talking about this earlier, how relaxing helps to open up the joints. But making the muscles move also helps to make them stronger. Go the other way. Someone told me they needed to come to my class and then go to work out at the gym with the machines. I said, what on earth for? What those machines do is they isolate your muscles. My muscles are not designed to work independently of each other. They are designed to work together, flowing like this. That's why I train like this and keep my hips strong and open. Let's circle the right foot. So just flow it on the ground first. Then we're going to challenge you a little more and challenge your balance and get you stronger at your core. But first, just feel relaxing the hip as you're circling it. That's easier to do with the foot on the ground. Circle it the other way. And it's easier to notice your weight on one leg, staying balanced and easy there. Try to relax everything. Now let's give you a little more challenge. Stand on the right foot. Pick up your left foot. Hover it in a circle. Again, think about feeling and relaxing this hip. Also relaxing the leg you're standing on. I'm amazing myself that I can actually do those motions and stay balanced while looking in the camera today. Good job, mind, body. Go the other way. Now, if you need to, put your foot down, but be aware of opening that joint, relaxing it. Don't work hard, work smart. But you will become stronger that way. Float the foot down. And then let's open the other hip. Float in. Once you feel rooted, now pick up your right foot, hover it in a circle. I know you feel that you're getting a workout. And look how easier we're working. Work smart and get better results than working hard because you don't get injured. Go the other way. That's the kind of exercise I like. I don't need to get hurt and trying to stay healthy like I did in the past. Running and pushing myself to extremes in a gym or outdoors doing crazy stuff, running and jumping like parkour. And I was a total Generation Xer. Float the foot down. I got hurt a lot. But Tai Chi and Qigong have saved me. Relax. They've taught me how to just let go and become healthier in an easier way. But that's not easy what we did, is it? You felt that. I know you did. Move around, because I'm going to get your hips working a little more, but in an easy way again. Because most people, they like this to be strong. Most people, they like the bigger, more shapely vibe. These are different ways to attain that, as well as better strength and balance so you don't fall. We all want that. So let's do some kicks. Now, I've told you this is martial arts training, so let's do a side kick. I think a side kick is the easiest. So just stand here and imagine you're just going to lightly kick someone in the shin and then put your foot down. Let's do the other side. So just stand there, relax, and lightly kick someone in the shin and then put your foot down and then switch sides. Now again, relax your hip. Don't lock your knee. If you're locking your knee, that's going to send a jar through your whole body if you kick someone. Your knees and your joints are designed to be little springs and shock absorbers. Martial artists know this. They never lock their joints when they hit someone. That hurts you. So when you do your little side kick, don't be aware of not locking. And notice what we're doing with our foot. If it's actually a kick in the shin, we have to do that same kind of motion where we're engaging the muscles to turn the foot out, aren't we? It's all related. Those little tiny details of moving the joints, sometimes we think they're not important, but man, do they make a difference when you want to kick someone who's coming at you to grab your elbow or your purse or whatever, right? Who knows in the world, but you don't have to learn how to actually kick someone to attain better balance. There's so many ways to view this, and it's kind of fun. Sometimes I envision I'm a superhero. Ha! Take that! Slow motion superhero. Saving myself, because I'm really the only one in the world who will. Let's do one more on the other side. Relax. Little shin kick. Have you ever been kicked in the shin? Dude, that hurts. Or whacked your shin? That can really slow someone down if they were to hurt you. But can you do it and stay balanced? Take a few breaths, shake out a little. So, let's get you pumped up a bit. Yeah. I'm going to have a big stretch, and then I said in the beginning we'll do some breath work to get you going. So a little bit of a stretch now after working these legs. Let's stretch the front and the back, and then we'll stretch the legs more. So here, just look down at your hands, gently rolling down. So when we go forward, we stretch the back. This is called the way of harmony between yin and yang. Only go to your comfort level. And if you shouldn't have your head to the ground, then for goodness sake, don't do it. And don't bounce, don't strain. Just relax and take a few breaths. Man, I feel that through my whole backside, my calves, my hamstrings, my beautiful hips, my back. Oh, thank you, gravity, for helping me to open up. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to stretch my front side, but first I have to stand up, and I'm doing so mindfully and thinking about my spine being balanced as I just roll up one vertebrae at a time. Relax, don't work too hard. Eventually, head comes up. We're going to bring the hands into prayer, and then just raise the hands only to comfort, so your hands stay centered. Then open hands, bottom lip over top lip, a gentle stretch back, and only you know how far that is. So I can go pretty far without straining, but you don't want to go till it strains or you shake. Then inhale to pull your core muscles up, right? And exhale and float your hands down. Did you feel that all down the front of your body? Even without bringing my lip over, I felt it down into my thighs. So because of that, I'm going to do it again. I'm just going to do one more of each. So first, just rolling the spine. Letting gravity open the fingers, the hands, the elbows. Joints are just as important as muscles, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. And release all tension. Take a few breaths. Only do what's right for you. If this hurts or strains, for goodness sake, don't do it. You're the boss of you. Every body is different. When you're ready to come up, release your arms and mindfully roll up, visioning your perfect spine inside you. You know what bones and spines look like. If not, you should get informed, because you have one. Knowledge is power. And then once your healthy spine is up, bring hands to center, raise the hands up gently. Open soft joints, gentle lean back, bottom lip over top lip. Oh, I can feel that. I can go much further on the second one. Then inhale to come up. Gently exhale, release your arms. Let them float back down. I needed that little stretch. Thank you. But let's get into a few different kinds of breath work. So Saturday, I'm teaching the ultimate breathing workshop here at BAM. There's only 3 spots left if you want in. We do 4 hours of education. Knowledge about breathing is important. If you can't breathe, you can't live. How much do you know about breathing? What's healthy breathing? Pat, you probably know a lot because you've been with me for a number of years now. I think like 5 years. Wow, it's good to know you, Pat, and share Qi with you. But let's do a little Shi first, and then some Warriors 9 breath method. So here, in Shi, good posture, relaxed, toes forward, knees bent, shoulder width. Now, if you haven't done it, I'm going to bring my hands here, and I'll just talk you through it. So we inhale, and then relax. We inhale again, and then we exhale. So we breathe in, Shi. We breathe in again, Shi, and then we breathe out. It's so inhale, stay relaxed. Inhale more, stay relaxed. Exhale it all. Breathe in. Now sometimes I like to exhale out the mouth, but inhale through the nose. I'm going to do a couple more. Relax. The more you can relax, the more you can feel the bottom of your lungs expand, the top of your lungs fully fill, and then exhale and let it all go. Relax and be mindful of filling the bottom of the lungs. When you're more relaxed at the chest, you can breathe in more to the top of the lungs. And then when you exhale, it should feel like they both empty equally. Let's focus on that. Let's do one more and then close Shi. Now, come back here, relax, shake out if you need to. Most people are familiar with those slow, meditative types of breath work. I'm not going to do that next. I'm going to do the Warriors 9 breath method. That's right. We're going to get pumped up for the day. We're going to breathe like warriors, like people who actually want to be alive. Because when you want to be alive, you have to breathe. You have to become inspired. That's what that word is. It's about becoming inspired. Do you know what the root of the word inspiration is? And that's a medical term. The word inspiration means to breathe in. The medical term expiration means to breathe out. Ha! Those are medical words. And to become inspired means that the spirit comes in. If your spirit is ever low, maybe you haven't been breathing. Let's breathe seriously like we want to be alive in the Warrior's 9 breath method. So come out into a horse stance, come here, into our deer antler posture. Now again, we don't want to work hard. We want to work smart. And I'm just going to do a few to prime myself. You stand there and relax because I have a feeling maybe there's someone here who hasn't done it before. So I'm just going to do 3. And I want you to feel at ease in your body. And notice that I look and feel at ease in my body. And my emphasis is on the breath because that's what we want to be inspired. So I'm only going to do 3, but we're going to do 9 together. So no instruction, I'm just going to do 3. And then I'm going to come back here. So did you see how relaxed I was? I wasn't straining. This is me straining to do that. You can probably see and feel the difference because now my muscles are tense. Now they're relaxed. Don't make your muscles tense. It's easy to become inspired. Just put your mind into it. We're going to take 9 warriors breath together. We're going to do 3 times together. 9 warriors breath. So here we're just relaxing in our deer antler posture. And then as we exhale and sit down, only to comfort, butt behind, head between feet. All the things I've already been saying. Don't lock any joints. Only go to your comfort level. Nothing new in what we're doing except the breath, really. And how we're moving up and down a little quicker. So now, exhale all your air through your mouth. And imagine you're getting rid of everything. All of the Valentine's chocolate and calories is leaving on the exhale. You're about to breathe quite vigorously in a way that boosts your metabolism like there's no tomorrow. If you want to burn calories, you learn the 9 breath method. Let's do 9 breaths together. So on exhale, breathe out your mouth. See all your junk leaving. 1, 2, 3. Then breathe in through the nose. Out through the nose. In through the nose. 2. Out through the nose. 3. Out. 4. Out. Hands coming to throat on 5. Out. 6. Hands a little higher. Stay relaxed. 7. Hands higher. 8. Now on number 9, breathe in all you can through the nose, more through the mouth. Fill to your max. Stay relaxed. And then exhale. Come back here. Be at ease. Be empty. Try not to breathe in for a moment. Or maybe a minute. If you can do that, it creates quite a chi punch. But that takes some practice. So I'm talking through it because I think Trisha maybe turned into the live. Pat is here maybe, and some of you know it, and you can hold your breath empty of air for quite a while. So I'm just going to stay here for a moment, relaxing. Once you're done, come back to your normal breath. Was it easy to stay relaxed in your muscles? Maybe, maybe not. The emphasis is on breathing in. Remember, this is called Warriors 9 breath method. 9 breath method. Not Warriors push my muscles to the point of pain and failure method. Because warriors have to be able to go to battle. Not be injured because they hurt themselves throwing too big of a tractor tire on the weekend. That's not really a warrior, right? That's someone who lets themselves get hurt. That's not so smart. Let's be more mindful and do it again together. So I'll guide you through it 1 step at a time. So on 3, breathe out all your air, sit down, see all your junk leaving that you don't want. Then really become inspired. It's up to you to breathe in with all your might, filling your lungs to max. So on 3, breathe out. 1, 2, 3. 7, out. Raising chi to 8, out. Number 9, breathe in more through the mouth. Then let everything go. Be empty of air. Be at ease. Relax. You already became so full of oxygen if you were relaxed. If you're not able to do that and keep your muscles relaxed, say in picking up huge weights, straining all your muscles, you know what you're actually doing with that? You cut off the supply of oxygen a little in your body. Because when your muscles tense to their extreme, or even just a little, they're squeezing things hard, and that makes it harder for your blood to flow through the vessels that innervate, that go through those muscles and give them blood. It's just common sense when you have some knowledge and know your body. Let's do it again one more time. Warriors 9 breath method. Try to stay relaxed. That's where the power is. Anyone, any single human being can make their muscles stronger. Anyone. Not everyone can learn how to relax them. That's more in your mind, which is a little more challenging. You can do it though. Think about being relaxed on this last one. So exhale all your junk. You got this. It's easy. I'll help you. We do it together. It's easy for me. I've been doing this for over 10 years. Let's breathe out all the stuff we don't want today. Everything that's taken away my joy today that could, I'm breathing it right out on 3. 1, 2, 3. Here's number 9. Relax, be still, be at ease. Don't breathe in. When you do breathe in, try not to hold so long that you do this. You gasp, right? You want to stay at ease. I should have probably told you that. There's so much to this technique. That's why I teach a whole workshop based on different variations of it. Some of them done seated, some of them done laying on the ground, and because they're so powerful, it might just blow you away if you're not grounded. But we'll close it up. With a big inhale, turn your palms down, and as you exhale, just lower hands, walk your feet in. Shake out a little. How have you been tuning in all year? If you have, that means you've been doing the journey to 100 push-ups with me. Yes! I'm going to do 100 push-ups right now, because that kind of works your lower body. If that didn't work your lower body, what we did, all this, man, I don't know what to tell you, because to me that's a workout and I'm pretty strong. I have a lot of endurance. But now I'm going to do my upper body with a little more energy training in my push-ups. So I kind of changed the configuration of the studio, and you can't see the wall over here, I think, in the camera. But I'm going to do my first set on the wall. I'm going to do 3 sets like I have been all year, because I don't want my butt to you, my back to you. And this way you can see good posture. Hopefully I keep good posture. Plank, right? Good posture. So I'm going to do 1 set really super wimpy and easy, and then I'm going to get on the floor. So I'm going to count to 34 really fast and just pump them out. Don't lock elbows. Make it easy. Try not to work hard. You can still get stronger and not work hard and learn how to control energy better for better endurance when you're not working hard, right? It makes sense. So, find your posture. Maybe it's on the floor with a puppy on your back, like Pat. Thank you, Pat, for that visual today. I appreciate that. It brings me joy. So I'm going to count 34 starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. And then I'm going to stop. But if you want to go to 100, go for it. And then I'm going to come here and relax as much as I can. And picture all my energy flowing out my hands into my body. If you recover like this, which is one of the ways we recover in Qigong, coming into stillness is how we recover. You actually recover faster. And if you're walking around huffing and puffing, high-fiving your friends, drinking water, be mindful the whole time. I don't wish I could teach in a gym. In fact, I don't want to teach in a gym. So that's my first set. Breathe in and then exhale. Now, I'm going to make my second set a little more challenging. I'm going to get on the floor, on my knees. But still, I'm not going to challenge myself fully. It's up to you how difficult you make this. And because I wanted my hair loose today, it felt better on my head. Now I'm going to pull it back for being on the ground. So here, I'm going to do it with good posture. I'm going to count out 33. I'm going to get to 100 total. It's up to you if you do it or not. It's much easier to do with someone. And don't you think your muscles in your upper body deserve to be strong and healthy? Mine do, so I'm going to do 33 as fast as I almost can. Starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and then I'm just going to relax and breathe, seeing all my energy go into myself again. Slowing everything down, the heart and the breath. This is learning to control your energy. That's what Qigong means. Qi is basically life force energy. Gong means work, discipline, sometimes skill when used in the right way. But mostly it means work. It's energy work. It's learning how to work with energy, which we sometimes have to use muscle for energy. And sometimes we have to go fast, especially if we stumble and trip and start to fall because someone maybe left something out, maybe not our own fault, but if we keep ourselves balanced and healthy, it won't make us fall. So I'm going to do one more. Because if you fall, you know what you do? You do this to brace. If this isn't strong, you hurt it. It doesn't have to be pumped up to serve you. I'm going to do one more set. I'm going to do them on my knees. You can do them on the wall. You're the boss of you. Maybe Pat is full out plank on her toes with a puppy on her back for extra weight doing hers. I'm going to do one more set of 33 to get to 100 today. And work easy. Try not to make your muscles tense. That makes it harder. I'm going to start now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and then just relax. It's so easy to just relax and picture all your energy going back to yourself instead of out into the world. Don't you want to recover when you expend yourself? This only makes sense. If you work hard, you got to relax and slow down your heart, slow down your breath. learning how to do those things when not under stress is very valuable when you are under stress. Ha! Now, let's do a little standing meditation. Let's do a little Zhan Zhuan. So here, hopefully good posture. I can turn my toes in. I can feel it in my hips. Now that I'm aware of how that feels. Little Zhan Zhuan. I'm going to challenge you for 3 minutes of Zhan Zhuan. Can you relax and be still? Here's your permission. Relax and be still for 3 minutes. Take a big inhale. Open up your hands like hugging a tree. Exhale, relax. I'm timing it. Yeah, I just looked at the second hand going around the clock on the floor. Relax and breathe. It's good to look kind of up and in the distance as though you're looking through your third eye. One of the many things that does is it helps to bring more energy into the pineal gland. The pineal gland is quite abused in our American diet. It begins to calcify sometimes, and that pineal gland, it's really important for insight and intuition. And the energy at your head, it's right in the middle of your brain, for goodness sake. So look through your third eye to help tone your hormones. Yes, you can tone your own hormones. Ha! When you learn how, just relax, breathe. You got this. That's 1 minute. Ideally, the hands are mirror image, symmetrical. The legs are mirror image, symmetrical. Mine went off when I turned, so you could see me hugging the tree. The elbows are kind of down and relaxed. We should be breathing deep and slow from the belly. When you're utterly relaxed and have good balance and good posture in your physical structure, when you're standing properly at ease, when you're breathing, you can actually feel a lot of different stuff going on in your mind-body. When you take your attention there, what I'm feeling right now is I'm feeling the fascia unwind from my left posterior deltoid down through my left elbow. And that's interesting because when we were doing the push-ups, I felt a little strain in my left elbow that I'm not accustomed to. It was so slight. But as I'm still and relaxing and just breathing, my body knows better than me, and it unwinds itself on its own. But it's not until I can take myself here and just stand and relax and be still. The longer I'm still, the more I feel the unwinding, the more I feel the centering of myself. But you know what? We're at 3 minutes, so we're going to close. With a big inhale, turn the palms down. And as you exhale, gather all that energy and send it around your whole self, tapping up the right side of your belly and down the left side. So this is my right side, coming up my right side and down my left. Thank you so much, Oregons, for digesting the day today. We literally bring the world, literally plant material and animal material maybe, comes into us right here. And we digest it. Thank you for doing that. Thank you, legs, for walking me forward as we tap down the front. Thank you, knees, that you bend each and every day. Send some love flowing down the front of your legs, only to where you can reach. Thank you, toes. Up the back of your legs. I love you, calves and hamstrings. Thank you, butt, for keeping my hips strong and mobile and flexible. The energy in the meridians flows down the outside of the legs and up the inside. So that's what I like to follow. You know, I learned years ago that if you go in the wrong direction, it does make a difference. So here at the low back, give it a little massage. Thank you so much, back, for being strong, From bottom all the way to top. Thank you, beautiful brain in there. Thank you, pituitary gland and pineal gland, partnered together to have better vision on both sides of the brain. Thank you, eyes and ears, nose and mouth. Thank you, throat, for swallowing. Thank you, arms, first the palm side. So in the meridian system, the energy flows down the palm side, over the fingernails and up the back side. Thank you, Chi, for flowing around my beautiful heart, out my hands, so that I can hopefully give and receive based in love and joy. Thank you for that beautiful heart. Thank you for that whole mind body, for being with me today on another beautiful Monday filled with flowers and joy and community and people in my world. People like you. Thanks for tuning in. And hey, if you are interested in the Ultimate Breathing Workshop that takes place Saturday, I put the link in the description. Hopefully I will see you again. I'm not going to post the video replays starting in March. It's only going to be live. So, thank you for coming live. That's where the chi is. I'm going to see who's here. Pat, I pushed too hard yesterday and hurt my shoulder doing all 3 sets on floor. Back to wall. Yes! Adapt for yourself as needed. So I'm going to continue to show you from the wall first, I think, for people. Because you got to adapt for yourself. And if you push too hard, you can get hurt. This is part of learning the mindfulness. Hey, Joyce, it's good to see you. I hope you're enjoying Florida. Hey, Martha, good to see you. Katie, Gloria, Trisha. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.